RV coatings covering the CSRA.
Thank you for trusting News 12, your 2022 National Burrow Award winner for continuing coverage. As always, on your side.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is going on now. Thousands of items are in stock and ready to deliver. Save up to 40% off hot buys and get up to 20% off store-wide. Plus, get up to 5 years interest-free. Only at Ashley.
Closed captioning for News 12 is brought to you by Kenneth Nugent.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, First at 5.
First at 5, possible debt relief for millions of student loan borrowers. Coming up, we explore the Biden administration's big announcement today about those loan payments. And the new law will help visually impaired students in South Carolina. We take a closer look at that coming up. But first up, a check of the weather, and meteorologist Anthony Carpino says we've got some chances of rain on the rise. Anthony.
Yeah, that's right. We're coming up in just a few minutes, guys. Back to you.
Anthony, thanks very much. Big news today on student debt. President Biden announcing what he's calling a game changer.
The forgiveness of up to $10,000 in federal student loan debt and an extension of the pause on payments until January.
Tens of millions of Americans stand to benefit, but progressive Democrats say it's not enough. Republicans calling this a handout. Alice Barr has the latest on it all from Washington.
A new lifeline for roughly 45 million Americans drowning in student loans.
It's a lot more expensive than what our parents were paying.
President Biden announcing he's canceling up to $10,000 in federal student loan debt for borrowers who make less than $125,000 a year. Low-income Pell Grant recipients getting up to $20,000 in forgiveness.
To finally think about buying a home or starting a family or starting a business.
The Biden administration also announcing one last extension through the end of this year in the pause on federal student loan payments.
These targeted actions are for families who need it the most.
The president making good on a campaign promise to address student debt, though falling short of the $50,000 cancellation advocates had pushed for, while pointing to a broader problem.
The lack of state investment in higher education, and so students and their families have had to debt finance to fill in that gap.
Top Republican leaders slamming the debt relief as a slap in the face to working families without loans, arguing it'll only worsen inflation.
You cannot add that to the debt at a time where the debt is at near record levels and inflation is a huge problem.
The outrage over helping working people with student loans, I think is just simply wrong, dead wrong.
President Biden insisting that lowering monthly costs for millions will bolster the economy, bringing benefits to society as a whole.
Alice Barr reporting there from Washington. The Biden administration also promising broader changes to the student loan system, like cutting monthly payments in half for undergraduate loans.
And coming up later, News 12 at 5:30, we talk to local college students who are just finding out about the big announcement. Our reporter was the one who broke the news to many of them on campus today.
That's some good news to hear when you're on campus for a lot of families. Also today, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp says he's using $125 million in federal COVID money to expand school-based health centers. The State Department of Education will give out grants of up to $1 million apiece to start health centers to care for students and, in some cases, community members as well. The whole idea is to help student achievement by improving their physical and mental health, as well as meeting dental and vision needs. And the Department of Education is working to help Georgia teachers fight burnout. Yesterday, they launched the Employee Assistance Program. Those services include up to 6 free sessions of mental health counseling, referral services for child care, elder care, home repairs, moving, relocation, and a lot more. Plus, free consultations with legal or financial experts. The service is free, it's confidential, and you can find out more on the Georgia DOE website.
A new study finds that if you graduate from a University System of Georgia school, you are more likely to earn more than $1 million more during your lifetime, according to the latest findings from the university system. Earnings increase with the type of degree you receive, of course, but on behalf of this study, bachelor's degrees have the greatest impact on lifetime earnings.
Bachelor's degree, you actually can maneuver in a lot of spaces to major leadership. Where the master's degree comes into play is it's a professional degree. It's a degree to hone in on professional skills that you have now realize throughout your work life since finishing undergrad.
University System of Georgia officials say these estimates are extremely important because they show just how much higher education pays off.
A lot of us know that feeling of sliding on that first pair of glasses and being able to see a whole new world. A new law can bring that special moment to more children across South Carolina.
I remember seeing the trees had leaves. State House reporter Mary Green has the details from North Charleston, where Governor Henry McMaster marked the change in legislation today.
In just the last year, 2,000 kids in the Charleston County School District have gotten their eyes checked out, and 1,700 of them have gotten a pair of glasses for free, all out of this ban. State leaders hope a new change in law will give more South Carolina kids that opportunity soon.
Our young students experienced unprecedented hardships during the recent pandemic, and now going forward, having access to quality eye care and prescription glasses will not be one more thing that they or their parents have to worry about.
The change in law will allow mobile optometry clinics to visit Title I schools in South Carolina. In van clinics like this one, they'll be able to offer free screenings and eye exams and fit and provide students with glasses. The national nonprofit Vision to Learn offered this service over the last year at over a dozen schools in the Charleston County School District through a pilot program before the law permanently changed earlier this year. A few elementary school students in North Charleston received their first pair of glasses today with a helping hand from Governor Henry McMaster.
Everything is like so different. It's like not blurry anymore.
And Vision to Learn says with this new law in place, it's next hoping to bring this clinic to more school districts across South Carolina. Reporting in North Charleston, I'm Mary Green.
Lawmakers say they also work with the South Carolina Optometric Physicians Association to develop the standards for operating all of these mobile clinics.
You can see the expression on the kids' faces. That says so much.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Glasses.
I remember. It is life-changing.
And the earlier we can get to those kids, the better.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, just into our newsroom from Aiken County Schools. Starting this school year for athletic events district-wide, you must have a clear bag to enter. There are limitations as what you can wear, as it can be too large in size as well. They say these changes came about after reviewing safety and security procedures. A clear bag is not required for items such as keys, wallets, cell phones, credit cards, cash, etc., which should be carried in a pocket. But a lot of universities have these when you're heading into football stadiums. So this is not an unusual law, but now it is one for Aiken County Schools for athletic events countywide.
Keep that one in mind. Still to come here first at 5, some really strange science, some unusual audio from a black hole deep in space.
And back here on Earth, we're going to be talking about a few more scattered showers, both for the rest of this evening as well as a good portion of tomorrow and Friday, just in time for Friday Night Football. We'll talk about the full forecast coming up next.
Time and...
New first at 5, NASA has released a ghostly voice from the void.
It really is strange. Take a listen to some of this eerie audio. We're going to play some. Strange. We know there's no sound in space, but scientists say black holes do send out pressure waves that cause ripples in the hot gases, and that can be translated into sound back here on Earth. And get this, the actual note is one humans can't even hear because, this is mind-bending, it's 57 octaves below middle C. You can't find that on the piano.
No, but folks at NASA say they shifted the note so we could hear it and then amplified it and mixed it with other data they have about black holes. So talk about a perfect addition to your Halloween playlist.
It is a little spooky. It's kind of cool though, and they do this. This isn't the first time they've done this. They've done this for stars. They've done this for whole galaxies, and they just kind of sweep over the image, and you get all these crazy sounds because everything has different densities and emits different types of gases. You just kind of mentioned there too. So it's kind of interesting. You get to hear the universe in a way.
I've seen the video of the sweep on social media, but I don't think I've heard it at that volume until today. So
yeah,
it's kind of
it's weird when it's like in your ear like that, and it's just kind of like that ghostly background noise going on. But yeah, they've done it before. NASA's done it on a lot of different other planets, star systems way out in space. So pretty cool to kind of see, hear everything too.
It really is fascinating.
Yeah.
We do have back here on the home planet some showers to talk about.
Yeah, we got some showers. Rumble of Thunder not going to be rolled out a little bit later on this evening. Radar right now.
Awesome deals and huge savings. Ashley's Labor Day sale is going on now. Thousands of items are in stock and ready to deliver. Save up to 40% off hot buys and get up to 20% off store-wide. Plus, get up to 5 years interest-free. Only at Ashley.
It's a $60 billion a year industry that's a relentless target for cyber criminals. According to a recent security report, web attacks against the global video game industry grew by 340% in 2020.
Consumer investigator Rachel DePompa has the security advice you need before you or the kids get hacked, and it's game over.
Video games are an escape for the 215 million Americans who play each week.
Don't shoot.
People like Chris Stevens.
Hey, I brought you your teammate!
Who came of age in the gamer era.
I remember growing up in the 80s having a Nintendo and playing Super Mario Brothers.
The console's a bit more sophisticated now. Gamers are immersed in online worlds. They create accounts attached to personal information. They upload videos to YouTube and live stream on platforms like Twitch.
A lot of it is just interacting with people, being able to talk to people that like the same things that you like.
But it all comes with a glitch. Gamers are also a favorite target of hackers. As Stevens found out in 2017.
I'm not exactly sure how they got into it, but I had gotten an email from EA letting me know that somebody had logged into my account.
The hacker also altered Stevens' language preference to Russian. He had to use Google Translate to read the email and figure out his password was changed by somebody from a Russian IP address.
Is there that instance of panic?
You kind of stop and wonder what else has been compromised.
According to a report from cybersecurity company Akamai, in 2020, the video game industry suffered more than 240 million attacks, often through mobile or web-based games.
It flies under the radar, right? Video games don't fall in that same category that we think about for scary hacks.
Alex Netty is the CEO of cybersecurity company Hive Systems. He says not only are video game accounts worth a lot of money, but they are often linked to credit cards.
Of the American adults who currently play online games, a Norton LifeLock report shows almost half experienced a cyber attack to a gaming account or device. Now think about how many kids play video games. According to the Entertainment Software Association, which lobbies on behalf of some of the largest game companies, 71% of children under the age of 18 are gamers.
Marcy Thornhill is a mom and youth advocate. For 17 years, she's run a nonprofit helping teens prepare for college and choose a career.
You have to take more of a proactive role in your child's life.
Thornhill says know the names of the games your children are playing. Check the ratings. Sit beside them when they play. And dive into the settings menu. Explore it. Find out what you can turn on and off. Know how to shut off a chat window. Experts say report any strange activity inside a game to the company who owns it. Teach your children to be wary of clicking on links or giving out personal information in a chat. Better yet, disable the chat. Check out parentaltools.org. It can help you navigate a game's settings and help your child understand why it's important to have a different password for each game account. For Investigate TV, I'm Rachel DePompa.
Chris Stevens says the best lesson he learned, turn on two-factor authentication in gaming accounts. That adds a second layer of protection, and know they're out there aiming at you while you're playing those games. Anthony.
All right, guys, as we go through the next couple of hours, still going to be dodging some hit-or-miss scattered showers, even some good pockets of thunderstorm activity for portions of the CS area that's along and north of I-20. One more check of the radar and that full forecast coming up next.